Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to episode 234 of Two Legs, a Paul McCartney podcast. It's a brand new year. It's a brand new us, and well, not really a brand new, a same old us, but it feels new, right? I mean, it's January. We took the first week off, so we've had a nice little break, so we're refreshed, right? We're ready to bring on the new year with some fun new shows. We're going to have a fun show today. But first, myself, Tom Hunyadi. Hopefully, you know me from my other show, Talk More Talk, a Solo Beatles videocast, where we talk all things solo Beatles. And I'm here with my friend, my partner in crime, my backwards traveler. He is Andy Nichols, just celebrating a birthday. So happy birthday to you, my friend. And how goes
Thank
it?
you. Thank you, partner, and welcome back. And blessed to be here for another year. Incredible. 2024 is upon us, and it's the start of my, I guess, really fifth year with you, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But thank you. Birthday was
Yeah,
good, and
yeah.
ringing out the old, ringing in the new, as Georgie
There you go.
sings, you know?
There you go. He sang that well. One of our favorites from George. I think everybody loves that song. I don't really see too many haters of that song, and you know, I love it. Anyways, Andy, we're gonna do something fun today. We're going to,
Well, first,
have
before
people.
before we get into that, how are you feeling, partner? You've been down for the count.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah, I've had some sore throat issues. If you watched the last Talk More Talk this past Monday, because we're recording on a Wednesday, I was pretty rough there. I gave it a go, and not only was my throat in rough shape, my internet connection for whatever reason when using Zoom, it's just been terrible lately. So I didn't have anything going for me that night.
Technology
Monday.
wise or health
Yeah,
wise. But hey, there's a plug
exactly.
for StreamYard,
Yeah,
baby. Never
there
lets
you
us
go.
down.
StreamYard's been going well for me recently. But other than that, but thank you. Feeling better.
Good.
Um,
Glad to hear
yeah,
it.
but still gonna sound a little rough, but it is what it is. We had to change what we were gonna do today because we were gonna do an episode. Maybe we'll talk about that in a little later, where it was gonna involve some reading. But figure, well, maybe we'll wait another week until my voice
We'll get
improves.
you full healthy
Uh,
back for that one
yeah,
when we do that one, and that'll be fun
exactly.
because I didn't really know that what you had sent was the actual. There was parts in that interview
Yes,
that were not on
yes,
on the album, which is really interesting.
right. Right. So well, we might as well just talk about that then right now because
Yeah,
then we normally do, or we have been doing our
we've done like a few a
like
year where we do an
yeah,
interview and we pull apart an interview and we get the juiciest
right,
bits of the interview and we talk about it.
right,
And Tom sent me, he
yeah,
has a copy of their musician
right,
1980, August of 1980,
right,
hot on the heels of McCartney 2 release. The interview, which formed the basis for the McCartney interview with Vic
right.
Garbarini, which came out also in 1980. But the magazine, that interview was the full interview, and
Full, yeah,
you and I didn't know
yeah,
that. There's
yeah,
segments of that interview that did not make it onto the recorded album, that obviously that
correct.
came out around that time. And it's one of the I mean, I can't wait to actually dive into it. But I did check the internet high and low for that. I could not find a transcript of that
I don't
internet anywhere.
right.
Oh, on the
I
internet
don't under
anywhere.
I don't understand why it's not anywhere to be found on the internet. It's really you expect it would be on like the McCartney project or
No,
something like that,
it's not
but
even listed on that.
yeah,
And I get it because when you look it up, when you search it up, the most hits you're
right,
getting is Vic Garbarini, McCartney interview,
right,
the album
right.
pressing, not the
The
actual
album, right,
text of the interview.
exactly,
Well, you had
right.
Vic on. Let's ask Vic for the transcripts. Come on, Vic. We'll have you on. We'll
Yeah,
talk
maybe.
about it.
He's not going to come. He doesn't like he doesn't want to do technology.
Whatever.
So yeah.
All right, move
Anyways,
on. But yeah, that's
but
coming down when Tom's healthier and
yeah.
feeling good.
Thank you very much. But today, a couple people have done their hopes and wishes for 2024 releases, right? We kind of did that too with our last show, but we're going to do a little differently here. What we're going to do is we're going to have seven or eight things here that we're going to do an over under on. We're going to go to Vegas. We're going to fly to Vegas. We're going
It
to
is
race
it
some
is
art.
it is it is the
Yeah.
playoff time for the NFL, so
Yeah.
we'll just pretend we're in Vegas. Like we're betting on the
Right.
NFL. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to lay some money down, and we're going to go over under 50% of whether or not we think these you know thoughts and or releases the realistic if we think they're going to come out or not. But we're going to give it a shot here. But before we do that, there's really there's no news. It's been quiet to start off. We are waiting for the Band on the Run Half Speed Master here. We're less than a month away for that
Yeah.
to be coming out. But Andy,
Well, if you wanted to count the little tidbit that the current Hoffman lurker sent us our way in a text message,
yes, what do you say?
he said that according to somebody on that forum that a new studio album will be out this year, and we'll get to all
Right,
that. We'll get to all that when we do our list. But thank you,
right,
David.
right. So, and that is going to be part of our over under here. But
But we
anyways,
we got some stuff to show off, right, Tom?
yeah, show and tell stuff. I mean,
What do you got?
you know, I'm still, thick and heavy into the 45s.
You are, because it's been a while. I was going to ask you. I haven't seen too many in a minute. Granted,
Well,
you've been
the
kind of
thing is,
busy.
yeah, yeah. Plus, trying to save money for the fest, and I need money to get all my stuff from Arizona and bring it to Michigan still.
Hey,
So but
Michigan, national champions. How about
hey,
that?
yes, it's been a while.
Yeah,
So
man.
been a hot minute. But anyways, Junior's Farm, Japan.
Japan. Let's have a
Yeah,
look at the photo there. That looks like Paul and
yeah,
Linda
yeah.
somewhere
Paul
around
and
that
Linda.
74-ish time frame, maybe.
Yeah. Anyways, it's weird when they what they picture they choose, whether or not it's going to be a band or one person or
Or
multiple people,
yeah,
or
yeah.
just Paul and Linda. So, but it does have the Apple logo on it, so
Have it. Let's
that's
let's. Can we
cool.
see a little closer, please? Take it out of the sleeve there.
Yes, yes,
Okay, with the perimeter print and nice script,
yes.
typical, which everybody else but
Yeah,
America did.
right. So, but
Okay,
yeah, yeah, good one
was that
there.
was that it? Was that it? Did you win that or you just bought it?
Just bought. Just
Okay,
bought.
okie doke.
Another one just bought, didn't have to win it. Um, is There you go, Mrs. Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt and Bluebird. What country?
Ruben. This is from Belgium.
Those
Okay,
Belgium, they
so
had good covers, man. They really did.
Belgium has some really nice picture sleeves for sure.
Yeah.
This is for people just listening. This is just
Yes.
some text, with the Wings logo on there, which I like.
Blue
Yeah,
background, white lettering
right,
with the Paul McCartney and Wings.
right,
Not just Wings yet
and
at that point. How about
and
the rears?
and then you got the Apple logo as well on
Is that
here.
with is that with gray font on that on the
Yes,
title? It is.
kind
Oh,
of silver,
silverish, silver.
Yeah,
There we go. Very nice.
well, yeah.
Bluebird.
So Bluebird. Also, the funny thing, the thing about this was it released now all throughout Europe and Australia. Did not get a UK or US release.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Vanderbilt. I'm not sure if I showed this yet, but this is from Spain, and this is Band on the Run
Oh,
again
and
with just with
with just Paul and Linda.
just Paul and Linda again. But this is the first copy I have that has Zoo Gang as the B side.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and there's the back, and then you can see my
Is
girl
that
right there.
okay? Yeah. And there's some
Yeah,
other
yeah,
45s available there at the
yeah.
time.
Some 45s. There's the Mrs. Vanderbilt one right there at the top there. But yeah, some cool stuff there. All right, so that's also a an Apple logo as well. And then lastly, something I've been wanting very badly, and that is the John Christie
Oh, the
4th of
4th of
July.
July. Yeah.
Um,
John
you know,
Christie.
yeah, no, yeah, but this is a promo. This is a white label promo.
White label
Okay,
promo. Okay. And
so
so we know Paul's demo
yeah,
came out on the Venus and Mars archive. When did John Christie's version come out, Tom?
1974,
It did come out in 74. Okay.
1974. Yes, yes. So as a matter of fact, that's the one thing that all of these 45s have in common. They were all released in 1974.
74. Hey, 50 years
Yeah,
ago.
exactly. So, I mean, there's a lot more still out there, but the ones that I really, really want, they're like 75 to 100, $125. So, like some of them I got to wait on, unfortunately.
No affirm for those
But yeah,
babies.
yeah, no affirm for those, unfortunately. But you got something too.
I do. I do. Okay, get your eggs out. Get your eggs out, everybody. Get ready to throw them at me. I did a thing, like a friend of mine likes to say sometimes, and got this. After swearing I wouldn't, and I just couldn't help it. I'm like, Tom's got one.
Can
Let me
can
listen
help
to
it,
it.
and can help it.
And he can't help it. I went and got it. I did not get the Simon game version that Tom got. I got this one.
Yeah, you got the one that I really wanted, Squirrel.
You wanted this one. This
Yeah,
one. You
yeah,
did.
yes, yeah, yeah. I won't lie. Yeah.
Did you go? So, yes, I caved. I bought it. The ninth or 10th copy of McCartney 3. And I've played it 3 or 4 times. And the lyric that came with this one was, I believe, the Kiss of Venus.
I believe
Yes,
so.
Kiss of
Yeah.
Venus, known as harmonic sound at that point.
Mm.
Yours was what?
Pretty boys.
Pretty Boys? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, here you go, Paulie. Love you, babe.
Another purchase.
Yes, another purchase. And again, it just reaffirmed my love for Deep, Deep Feeling, which I think is just a wonderful track. And I have seen the light, as I said on our last show. So, that was the only thing that, it's been, the wallet can take a breather now. It was one hell of a November
Right.
and December. Whoosh, whoosh.
Right.
Cool
So
off.
how?
Blow that thing
Right.
out. It's too hot.
So how were your holidays, there, buddy?
Very good. Very enjoyable. Family, friends, no sickness, no illness to deal with, which was good. It was good. Went to a wedding on New Year's Eve for an old friend of mine,
Oh,
which
no
was
kidding.
quite fun. Yeah, I went to a New Year's Eve wedding for a friend of mine, and now we're just kind of getting ready for some NFL playoffs. Giants
Ah,
beat the Eagles to end the season, which was fantastic. That was beautiful. Nice ass kicking that they gave. And we'll just sidebar and do some NFL just for a couple seconds. Do you know that the NFL, if you want to watch the Kansas City Miami playoff game, which as of this airing, because it's on Saturday, you have to be a Peacock subscriber. That is a
wow.
complete disgrace by the NFL to do that. You cannot charge premium money for
Right.
for a playoff game that people wait all year for. But this is the way it's going, and that's going to be one cold game. It's supposed to be like record temperature. Right now, the weather in the middle of the
Right.
country is just really bad. I mean, and the weather for that game is going to be horribly cold, and Miami doesn't have a hope in hell. Probably we'll watch them probably win, but no, the Giants are out of it. But I love playoff football, and wild card weekend is upon us now. So all the games hopefully should be good. But I mean, what do you feel about that? Streaming, really? You're gonna charge somebody to
That's
watch a
disappointing.
playoff game? Come on.
I mean, I know streaming is the future, or at least it wants to be the future. But save that for the future. There's still a lot of people on this planet that don't stream, don't have any interest in streaming, don't know what streaming is. You know.
No, they don't. They probably don't even have the
So
internet. They just want to watch. They just
right,
want to watch the game on TV, and now they can't.
right, right.
I mean, that is a
So
disgrace. That's an
it
absolute
is. I
disgrace.
agree.
The NFL that's got more money than God. Just greedy, 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 greedy. But we're not a sports podcast. But just a
Right.
sidebar. But we do we've talked Super Bowl. We've done Super Bowl shows and stuff
Oh
before.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So maybe we'll do another one this year. We'll see.
We'll see. Hey, if
Yeah,
Philadelphia's not in it,
fun.
which they won't be, I'll do one. One and done for
Okay.
that team, thank God. And Dallas too. They can hit the road as well. So yeah.
You mean America's team? Come
No,
on, Andy,
no,
not
no.
America's team.
Them. No. 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 I'll be rooting for I don't know, Buffalo. Teams that have never won it before. That's why, like,
Yeah.
Cleveland, Buffalo,
Right.
Detroit. You guys.
Yeah.
I like to see
It
the teams
that
that have
should
never.
be that should be an interesting game with playing against Stafford.
Stafford coming back. Yeah,
Yeah, right with the Rams. So,
indeed.
but I don't get emotionally attached to these games anymore. So,
No, you can't.
so I'm not going to you know get upset or get you know disappointed or anything like that. I'm glad they made it. I'm happy for the city, the state, that they have a playoff football team again. Since
Yeah,
it's been 30 years for the most part since they've made it.
1993
So
since their last
yeah,
home playoff game. Barry Sanders days. How old were you, Tom? 20.
guess so. Guess so.
So
Man, just
yeah,
make me feel old. Thanks, buddy.
that's all right. We're all going there.
Yeah.
So let's go our over unders. Let's start her up.
All right. So over under. Okay, let's start off with something that he canceled a couple years ago during COVID, and that was a European tour. Okay, now we'll throw in the UK and or European tour. What
Yeah.
is the over 50% for 2024? Do you give it a UK European tour the chance of? I mean, what do you say if you're going to lay your money? You're going to lay it on over 50% or over 50% that he does a UK European tour this
Well
year?
over. Well over. Big,
Wow.
big over.
Hmm.
I'm going all in for that one. I'd say that's
Okay.
probably as close to a lock as a lock can be. Not
Hmm.
100%, but like 90.
Okay. Well, I would love for that to happen. Um, I'm kind of leading towards over. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back to the States, because I mean, let's face it. I mean, that's where the bigger money is. Is the States? Not that he needs any more money, but you know what? Screw it. I'll say over. I'll say over
Well, I mean,
50% that he'll
outside of
do it.
Glastonbury, okay, the hometown, the home country has not gotten a tour, and
Oh,
they
oh.
need one. So I think he's going to give them one last one.
Yeah, and he was supposed to do that during 2020. Obviously, we know why that got canceled, and I think he should make that up. Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, all right. I go a heavy over for that. You go over, but not too over. All right.
55 to 60%.
All right.
Okay. Okay,
Next.
next up, controversial one here because we haven't had one in what, 3, 4 years. Archive release. 50% over under.
You go
Do we get
first.
a do we get an archive release? And I'm going to say under on this. I'm still not confident that it's going to happen. There's other things that might get released that might put that still on the back burner. I don't know, but I'm saying that it's going to be under 50% that we do not get a archive release this year. Whether it's going to be one or two, I know people would love to get that London Town back to the egg. So would I. I want it badly. I just, my faith in it right now is just not there. I just don't see it getting released,
No.
and that's just me. So I'm saying under 50% chance that we
Yeah.
that
An
that we
archivist,
get
and
it.
I'm going to agree with
Yeah.
you on this one, partner. And the ever eternal optimistic way that I view things, I've always said, yeah, we might, but it's been so long now. 2020 was a long time ago by this point,
Right.
and there's no signs it's coming. And I'm going to go well under 50%. Less than 25 that we're going to get an archive release. And don't like saying that, but it's just the way things are going. You're getting colored releases and half speed stuff and other projects that
Right.
are coming out. So it's not a priority for the team. I do think it's going to get continued, but not
Yes.
not
Yes.
not anytime soon.
Yes, I will agree with you there. I don't think it's completely dead in the water yet. I do think it's going to continue. I just don't see it happening just yet.
Nope. No, it's not.
Okay, very good. That's we're two for two right now. We agree. But
Okay.
let's go. Let's go live album. It's been what? Good Evening New York was the last time we've got a live album. What year was that, Andy?
2009.
2009 live album. Now he sounded really good, better than me, better than I sound right now. This tour we saw last year, or however long ago it was now, he sounded really well, didn't he? I mean, I think he sounded great. Do
He
you not
did.
agree?
I think he sounded good. What I think you'll get, if anything, is a pro shot release of maybe the Glastonbury show.
So you think that's a possibility? So over under 50% that we get a live show, whether it's a Glastonbury or something from the States.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna go under. I don't think it's been 2009. He's got so many live albums. Is that maybe he markets the stuff that he did with because he had the stuff with he was able to do I've Got a Feeling with John and stuff. Maybe that becomes a selling point. To put that on a live album. Actually to have that track as a live audio track with the I've Got a Feeling, to hear him and John singing live, maybe that's a selling point. I don't know. The set list has been the same for so long. It would be
Right.
nice, though, to have an official live version of 1985 because we don't have one.
Oh, that's a good point. Good point.
We don't have an official live version of that. That would be
Yeah.
nice. I don't see that as a hot ticket item, a live album in 2023
Right.
of four.
And I and I'm going to agree with you. I think any live release is dead in the water. Any future live release of anything current from
Yes.
from
What
2009 on, I
what
think
my
it's
man needs to
I
do is what the
yeah,
Stones and U2 and all them did, and start selling and start putting your old shows available
right,
to buy and
right.
off his website, whether it's a physical CD or a download or a stream. He's got all those Wings tours recorded. Throw them
Right.
up on a server, charge people, whatever you want to charge for them, and give them access. That would be cool. I don't see that happening either, but
Mhm.
that would be a great live. But to answer your question in terms of live releases, the got back stuff, no, but archive stuff maybe. But live stuff is not a priority,
No,
in my
I
opinion.
think that's pretty much yeah. I think it's pretty much dead in the water now. Anything live, and it's too bad too because I know a lot of people were saying that it was one of the greatest Glastonbury performances
Oh
of all
yeah,
time.
everybody
Yeah.
everybody loved his performance with that. Especially there was such a goodwill felt feeling towards him because it was his first show in the UK in over 3 years at that point. So
Right. All right. I'm going to throw in a monkey wrench here right
oh
now.
boy,
Do something now. When you bet on golf, I think you can bet like a player and then the field, right? I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate or not, but what
I'm
I'm
not
going
a
to do here
golfer. I
is
don't bet.
nor am I. So, but what I'm going to do here is the next Beatles release. Okay, I'm going to give you Rubber Soul, or I'm going to give you the field, as in whatever else has not has yet been released. Hard Day's Night, Help, you
Oh,
know,
okay, I got you.
with the Beatles,
Yep,
you know what I mean? Beatles for sale, stuff
yep.
like that. So the next Beatles release will be Rubber Soul or the Field.
Or the field.
Which way? Yeah, which way do you go?
Oh, Rubber Soul. Yeah, hands down. I think that's well over 50% that's coming down the pike.
Uh, um, I I I know they talked about it, and I think Giles has mentioned something about Rubber Soul being worked on next or something like that. Um, I think people would kind of like to see something to recognize the anniversary of Beatles coming to America for 60th anniversary,
Yeah,
whatnot. But they, you know,
they
I
did
don't
that for
see
the
that
50th
happening.
with the
Yeah,
Capitol. But they did that. I don't know. I don't know how
yeah,
they. I don't know what they'll do to kind of
right.
cash in on that commemoration. It'll be interesting to see. We've said before the Capitol albums being reissued on vinyl. Who knows? Maybe
Right.
that becomes a package. I don't know. I think, and don't forget, we've got 9 of the tracks for Rubber Soul already done
Already
now.
done. Yes, exactly. So, and
With
I
the
wouldn't be
with
surprised if the album is done anyways.
Yeah.
So, so I think you're
Good
right.
question though. You think Rubber Soul too,
I
or
think
the
in Rubber
Field?
Soul's gonna be, yeah, Rubber
Okay.
Soul's gonna be it. Okay. Um, One thing that that's been really cool from McCartney since its inception is record store day releases. Okay.
Yeah.
He's been throwing us a bone almost practically every year since 2010.
Just
Whether it was the Band on the Run single, Another Day single,
don't forget you get that
the
100. You get
Ram,
that 1985 remix
yeah,
thing he
right,
dropped.
the Ram Mono. I mean, on and
Maybe I'm
on.
amazed.
The
Maybe I'm amazed. 12-inch came
Amazing
out.
single, the Say,
Yep.
12-inch single, the Elvis Costello cassette,
Yeah.
the Family Way 40 or Family Way album.
Yep.
So we got Women and Wives last year too, I think, wasn't it? Or
We
the year
did. Yeah.
before?
Thank
Yeah,
thank you,
yeah.
partner,
So
for
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So this year, record store day release, over under 50%.
Over. Now the November one, the Black Friday one, he did not have anything, and the
Right,
April one before
right.
that was Women and Wives, right? It was that the year before. Can't remember now.
No, I think that was
20,
no, that was earlier. Yeah, that was last year.
April of
Last year.
2023, right? So yeah, he
Right.
didn't do one for he didn't do the November one. Yeah, I think it's, well. Are we counting both Black Fridays or just
It
the
could be
April
either.
one?
It could at least one. I mean, it doesn't matter which
Oh,
record
I think
store day it is.
we'll get something. We'll get
We'll
something.
get
Yes,
something. Okay.
I well over 50%. I'll go 75.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over as well because there is a 50th anniversary happening for a single this year, and that's
Yes,
Junior's Farm. Now he did do Another Day 45 for Record Store Day. I
he.
think back in 11 or 12, I think it was.
Yep.
Um, but he doesn't necessarily really celebrate. Like he didn't do anything for Live and Let Die last
No.
year for its 50th anniversary. If anything, maybe he'll just restore the video like he has done in the past, the music video, from
Right. The
Top of the
4K.
Pops.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
4K.
you know. So
Um.
and or at least there'll be something for either one of the record store days. I think he'll release something.
All right. So this is what I wanted to talk about last show. Okay.
Yeah.
This now you're talking about Live and Let Die. Saw this on Facebook or a store. They got a 50th anniversary expanded 2 CD set of Live and Let Die. Limited edition of 5,000. Starts shipping January 16th. Are you aware of this?
No.
Yeah, I'm on a site called LaLaLandRecords.com. It's 5,000 available. Okay, now you've got the score, so it's 2 discs, and then you've got stuff performed by Live and Let Die, obviously the main title by Paul and Wings, and then obviously songs that are featured in the
Who's
movie.
releasing it? Who's releasing that?
The label, I'll tell
Yeah.
you in 1 minute. I'm looking for the label here. Who's releasing it? Here we go. Here's what it says. Okay, retail price $31.98. La La Land Records, Metro Goldwyn Mayer,
Okay.
EON Productions, and Universal Music Enterprises proudly commemorate a 50th anniversary of the 1973 James Bond film Live and Let Die with a remastered and expanded 2 CD reissue of composer George Martin's original motion picture to score the film starring Roger Moore. A new Bond, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Live and Let Die, 50th expanded limited edition, showcases the film's iconic music in exhilarating fashion with improved sound and never before released material. Produced by
Hmm.
Neil S. Bulk, Disc 1 of this release showcases the score presentation, while a remaster of the original 73 soundtrack album is housed on Disc 2 with additional music tracks. The film score and original soundtrack album have been remixed from original 16-track masters by Chris Malone and mastered by Doug Schwartz in high resolution. Please note that only the score has been remixed. The McCartney song, the Filet of Soul tracks, and Just a Closer Walk with thee are all sourced from the original. So it's just another. It's a 5,000. It's limited to 5,000 people, and it's an expanded remastered thing of soundtrack of Live and Let Die, and it's on. I'm on LaLaLandRecords.com, and it's on there. It's on their website, and
Hmm.
it starts shipping January 16th.
Interesting.
Very low key because
Okay.
that's not even on his
Yeah.
website. It's not even on
Right.
Paul's website.
And that's what makes me wonder about it, if it's a counterfeit or a bootleg. But you said Universal, right?
Universal. Well,
MGM
it's
or
a
so,
lot.
yeah.
It's the record store label, La La Land Records, Metro Gold, Goldwyn Mayer,
Right.
EON Productions, and Universal. So that's pretty
Okay.
legit.
Yeah. All right. All right. If anybody has
So
heard about that and have ordered it, let
I'll
us
put the
know.
link. I'll have the link in the
Yeah.
description box to take a look at that.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Now the fun one of the back to it here. The fun one here, and the controversial again. But for a fourth year in a row, will we get another McCartney 3 release? Over under 50%, Andy Nichols.
Let's recount, shall we? We got the original album. What came
Yes.
out in 2021? McCartney 1, 2, and 3?
Splatter. No,
Oh,
splatter.
what the hell
The
color
yellow
was
and
the
black
splatter?
the yellow and black splatter was 2021.
Was that the Third
Okay.
Man one?
Yeah. Yeah. That was the 3,333 one.
Okay.
Okay.
But wasn't 2021
2020
also or 2022 was
no,
the box?
20 the 22 was the 123.
Okay. And 23 was this
Obvious.
lovely Simon Says
Right.
splatter.
Right.
Okay. As much as I want to say yes, I think I think it's done. I mean, what else? What else? Especially if there's a new album coming out, I think McCartney 3 has been laid to rest.
Yes. I think we can finally wash our hands of this for now. For now.
Well, yeah.
But I do not see any fourth anniversary release of, so I'm going to say under as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So we
Now,
still agree. We still agree.
yeah, we still agree. I was hoping we would have a couple disagreements here, but
We
apparently
might.
yeah. But okay, new album. We were hoping last year, maybe 3 years out of McCartney 3. We saw what our cousin sent us, or my cousin sent us regarding a specific forum that
Mm-hmm.
people flock to. The cat is out of the bag on this one. I mean, the Hoffman forum is no longer a secret. Um, but
It hasn't been.
yeah, what say you? Or I'll go first.
You go first.
Over under 50% on new album, and I'm saying over. We are getting a new album this year. We know he's been recording with Andrew Watts. He's been recording for a while. I say the time is right for a new McCartney album in 2024. It's going to happen.
I agree. Strong over. I don't have a feeling whether it's like 60 or 75 or 80, but I think it's a surefire bet that we're getting a new studio album at some point this year. Maybe in the spring, maybe in the summer. I hope we don't have to wait till the end of the year now, like to wait for all these things and just get jammed down in our throats in the
Yeah,
fourth quarter. Spread these things out. We know Mind Games is coming in the summer. Ha!
right,
Thank God.
right.
So we know
And
that
we
that's been
gotta,
penciled
yeah,
in. So
right.
now,
We've got Band on the Run. We know Ringo's doing another EP in March, and then
oh,
we got
yay.
and then we got to Mind Games. So there's three things that we know for
Right, but
sure.
what Beatles product comes out, if any, to cash in on the 60th anniversary of their arrival in America, which is a month from
Right.
now?
No, yeah,
That
it should have
too.
been announced already. So
Well, we don't
so
know.
yeah. But if that Rubber Soul thing does come out, I'd say it's going to be a second half of the year release.
Yes, yeah, for the Beatles for sure. So we'll see. But where does a Paul album fit into that timeline? Who knows? But I think we're getting one this year. I agree with you, partner.
I say it's second half of the year at some point
Yeah,
as well.
for
But yeah,
sure.
sooner the better. Sooner the better. Obviously,
Well,
love
listen,
that.
we'll have the underdubbed band on the run in a month to go through
Yeah.
those tracks and hear that. Sure, we can talk about that at the fest at some point too. And we've got that
Right.
too. We've got festival. We'll be at the fest, but we don't know any details yet. But we got that. We have all that to look forward to too.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So we were both over on that. And lastly, over under three. The number three that we get three or more of these releases. Do we get? We already know that we're getting the Band on the Run Half Speed Master. Okay. So do we get two more to equal up to three, or do we get three or more releases over four? So we'll do
So
three as the over under,
you mean
as
like
in
so like band
three.
on the run? You're counting band on the run as a release, and
Right,
but we don't know
right.
anything else
Whatever else. I mean, whether it's a new album or a record store day
or,
release or
anything.
whatever. Yeah,
So
anything.
is
Yeah,
the number so including the band on the run
right.
50th
The number's three. The number's three.
over or
Over
under
under
that?
three of MPL official releases.
I'm gonna go under.
Oh, three or under. I'm going over. I'm thinking we're going to get at least four
Can
different.
I say three? Because I think it's three.
Okay, yeah, okay, and then I'm going to go over.
Okay, so there
So,
we disagree. So you think we're going to get
yeah,
at least
yeah.
five? Well, what do you think?
No, four. I think we're going to get at least four different
Well, Band on the
releases.
Run, a new
Right,
album, and
right.
maybe one other thing. Now, are you counting like books too?
Well, see, that's the thing. I was going to put down a new book as well because of the fact that the last 2 years we've gotten some kind of book,
Yeah,
official, McCartney book. Um, but I don't know. Maybe we might see something like that, um, released as well. Whether it's a DVD or who knows? Who knows
yeah.
what?
When's the
You
last
know?
time you had a DVD out though?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, but I think yeah. Besides the Band on the Run, I can see a record
All right.
store
So
day
there's our first
release.
disagreement. I say
Yeah,
it's going to be more conservative. Let's say Band on the Run, a new album, and a record store day release. I'll go with that.
yeah. Okay, fine. Um,
You?
I can see. Yeah, I think we're gonna get four, at least four different things released this year.
Okay.
Don't
Hey,
know
we'll
what they
take it.
are. Don't
We
don't
don't
know what
know.
they are, but
If
yeah,
we're sticking to just music related releases, I think three. Yeah, listen, would it be one off? I mean, it's not going to be a lot. Whatever ends up
right.
being, we'll see.
Yeah, listen, McCartney's still selling, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter how many different variants of an album. And that's the thing now too. Last one, new album. New album comes out.
yeah.
Okay, over under six. Over under six. We're gonna go six. Over
Color,
under six different
color
color
variants.
vinyl. Yes,
Over, over,
yes. Over.
over.
Yes, yes.
Come on, did we not learn anything with McCartney 3?
I was gonna say, listen, maybe, yeah, maybe they did. Maybe they did learn something. Maybe they can downsize it a little bit. I mean, it was what, 9, 10, 11, 12 different right off the
We
bat,
counted them up.
you know?
I have nine
Yeah,
now, I think, but you have, I think, 11
yeah,
or 12.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, I think, yeah. If a new album's out, you know it'll be multiple colored
yeah.
formats, and it'll be on cassette, and it'll be on CD, and I will. A little pet peeve though. If it's on CD, Paul, please, for the love of God, go back to putting the CDs in jewel cases.
Two cases.
No more of this paper shit that degrades over time. Everything has been like all the archives. I'm looking. Go back to jewel cases, man.
Right.
Please.
There you go. There
Rant
you
over.
go. But the jewel cases do break sometimes too. And you know what I hate the most is when you get a CD, really when a CD comes in, right? and then you shake it a little bit, and then you can tell that the CD is loose
Oh, because the little
and that
middle thingies are broken.
that is broken. Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, that's so annoying.
Scraziad. That is so annoying.
Exactly.
It's brand new, and it somewhere in shipping it got
Right.
damaged, and all the and then you just go into your collection and you pull some title you haven't listened to in 10 years out that's got a good case, and you swap it for that one. You put that fucker
Swap
back on
it.
the shelf. That's what you do with that. I used to do that all the time when I was a
Oh,
kid. I'm not listening to that Burt Bacharach CD. Get that thing down. Swap that out for an off the better off the ground cover now.
first world problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Andy, what do you got coming up, my friend? You got. I can't wait to see what you got coming up soon.
Yeah. Well, I just saw the Genesis tribute band, the Musical Box, on this past Sunday at the Wellmont Theater in New Jersey, and they did the 50th anniversary of "Selling England by the Pound," which was fantastic. They played Tom's favorite Gabriel era song, "The Musical Box," which was such a good number. I love Tom, but he needs to listen to more early Genesis because there's great songs too, other than that one.
I like other ones too, but
But
that's just
it's great, and so that was fantastic. So that was that they've been the premier tribute Genesis band, for 20 years now, endorsed by Genesis, as well.
Oh, really?
Phil Collins has
Yeah.
seen them and played with them, and Gabriel's taken his kids to see them, so they were good. I'm seeing another Genesis tribute show in a week called the Genesis Show, and they're recreating the 1980 Duke tour
Oh, wow.
when Phil.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really
Yeah.
cool. That and they're playing nearby. So it's been a prog heavy start to the year. Will be in February, and I might have on my own channel. It's not confirmed yet, but he has agreed to in an email. But I just have to set it up. None other than Mr. Steve Hackett come on my own channel at some point.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. Steve said to reach out in the new year when his tour is on a break. I will do that, and I might have the one and only Steve Hackett from Genesis on my channel, The Other Leg, Andy's Music Vault, which would be incredible.
That would be amazing. But I'm also looking forward to a particular author as well that you're going to talk to
Oh,
about
right. Yeah,
his.
I'm sorry. I forgot
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
too. So, as well, got a new book coming out by Luca Perazzi, our friend of the show and author of two great books on McCartney, and a third one coming out as well. He did the recording sessions book, and then he did Stories Behind the Songs, Volume 1. He's
Right.
got Volume 2 coming out this year. But before that, continuing this prog vein, Luca is a huge Peter Gabriel fan, and he has got a book coming out on Peter Gabriel's career. And I should have it any day soon. And I'm going to have him on my channel as well to talk about the book. That he's got a co-author, but the co-author's
Right.
name is escaping me at the moment. But it'll be out soon, and I hope to have Luca on before the end of the month on my channel to talk about the book. And I think it's written in the same style as the Music is Ideas book, like McCartney. I think it's got that same kind of format that
Okay.
Luca has done, and he's such a great writer and researcher for this. So yeah, that's going to be an enjoyable show to have him on.
I'm looking forward to that. Peter Gabriel, what a far out solo career he had. I mean, he had some really great albums, some really cool, impressive singles. We had Murata on to talk about his time working with
Yeah,
Peter Gabriel, and well, listen, I mean, what can you say about what
innovative.
was it? I mean, the So album. I mean, it's
Yeah, and
geez,
that's what he's most known for. But I got to tell you, his
right,
first four solo albums,
right,
those are the best ones, hands down. So was great. He's got a new album out called I.O., which I have not really listened
right,
to all that much yet. I will. But Peter has slowed down over the last 20 or 30 years. He only releases
right,
like a new album like once a decade,
right.
or actually in 20 years in this case. So an incredible mind to watch and create, to see what he did with Genesis, to do such deep and kind of that kind of music, and then go and then have his own solo career, and then become really big there in the '80s with So, and
Right.
Sledgehammer and Big Time and In Your Eyes and all
Shock
those
the
songs.
monkey.
Shock the Monkey and Games Without Frontiers
Yeah.
from Peter Gabriel 3. And of course, though, this
Yeah.
all first four albums are just called Peter Gabriel. They weren't
Right.
titled. So I'm excited. Having seen these Genesis shows this the beginning, the start of the year, having Luca's book arrive soon, and it's another book to read and go through. Which that list of books, and I know you can agree, partner, that we get and we read and we try to get
Right.
through is can be a daunting task when when reading is not our full time occupation. I'm still trying to get through.
Right.
I'm halfway through Womack's book on Mal, and
Right.
I'm halfway
Right.
through. So there's just, and we've got the McCartney Legacy Volume 2 coming out this year. So there's so much to read, but so little time. But we'll get it done.
Speaking of reading, it's just like because before I started the show, I probably like 5 or 6 years before I started the Two Leg Show, I was really getting into Stephen King novels. I had read, I think his first like 10 books, and I had a great rhythm going on where I read a Stephen King book, and then like a classic, whether it was To Kill a Mockingbird or Catcher in the Rye
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, you know, and then books that I've been always wanting to read, that are movie related, like A Clockwork Orange or
Oh,
Lolita,
sure.
stuff like that. So I had a great rhythm going on, and then once starting the show, then that ended because it was just catching up and researching all the time and
To
reading the
for the
books that I
reading
hadn't
the
read
books
yet.
that you had to read
Right,
for
right,
your homework. Yeah.
right. So I'm kind of hoping that the book thing now kind of slows down a little bit because look, it's great that we're all crazy for all these McCartney books because it's about time, right?
Yes.
But that being said, okay, now we're at the point now maybe we're getting a little too much.
Well, like
We
it's
can
like we had
maybe
nothing. We had nothing for decades, and then
nothing.
like, and
Right,
then like in a 10-year period, they just went,
right,
okay, here we
right,
go. We're going to hit you
right.
with all the books about Paul
Yeah,
that you didn't have for the
right,
last 30 years. Now here you go.
right. There you go.
A
So
break would be
yeah,
nice. You're right.
yeah. So, but I mean, obviously, there's going to be the must-haves, right? The Lucas, the books, the McCartney Legacy, those. I mean, obviously, are
Yeah,
going to be
Womack,
the must.
Lewison,
Right, exactly.
those are the
Yeah,
must-haves, and
yeah,
they're listening.
right,
They're all must-haves. I don't want to say they're not.
right.
We've had great authors on the show, from Ted
Yes,
Montgomery and everybody on
yeah,
down. Like, they're all
right,
essential. They are, but we have to prioritize what we're going to read and when. And I mean, if you could see my house right now, there's just like
right,
there's. I have a book here. I have a book there. I have a
right.
book there. Like you start to read, and it's how do you find the time?
Well, see, and that's the thing is that I want to try to, relearn how the system I had and try to incorporate that back into my life, so where I can read a Beatle book and then read something else. You know what I mean? It's
Non
just
Beatles Paul
not,
related.
non, not yeah, non Beatle Paul
Gotcha.
related. I've got
Like
so many books that I need to catch up on. You know,
gotcha.
so
I
anyways,
don't know.
because
Maybe I'll start listening to audiobooks in the car. Yeah, but I like music too
yeah,
much to do that though. I
yeah.
can't do that.
Exactly. I know a lot of people love to do the audiobooks in their cars, which I still haven't been able to,
Well, you could have had a
you
lot
know.
of. You could have knocked a lot of books out with the driving you've done.
Good points. Good point, my friend. Good point. But
So yeah, that's it. That's so
yeah,
stay tuned. A lot of good activity on my channel in the next, I would say, month or so. So stay tuned.
yeah. Stay tuned. Talk more talk. We just did our latest episode this past Monday. We had our good friend Ed Crawford call me Mr. Broadstreet, and we talked about this bad boy right here, right?
Which one is that? A sealed? That's a sealed original.
This is a sealed original. Yeah, this is a sealed
Oh,
with the hype, right?
damn.
And yeah, give my wrist. We just talked about the album. We did not talk about the film,
Oh
although
yeah. Okay.
we did mention it here and there. We may talk about the film come it was actually released 50 years ago. But oh,
40.
I'm sorry, not 40. Thank
40.
you,
We ain't
thank
that
you.
old yet.
Yeah,
Jesus
we
Christ.
ain't that old. Let's not do that just yet.
It's not dark yet, but it's
Um,
getting there, right, Bob?
anyways, so so yeah, we did that. I have no idea what we're gonna do next, but go over to Talk More Talk, a Solo Beatles video cast, and check that out. And again, sorry, apologize for my throat and for my shitty internet connection um, for that episode. But sometimes you just can't win.
Well, I'm
But
glad you're
it seems
feeling
to be,
better. I'm because Monday
yeah.
night you looked like such crap. So I'm glad you're because I heard him. I'm like, how is he going to record this week?
Yeah, but yeah, it's like I said, it might still sound like shit, but I do feel better. So as a matter of fact, it's almost time for me to do a shot of NyQuil and go to bed.
What's the
But
before we say goodbye? What's the shirt you got
yeah.
on there? I don't recognize that one.
Oh, okay. So this was another shirt that I just picked up as well. So this is
What
World
where
Tour
what year?
one on one.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me was it? Let me double check.
13?
I'm forgetting here. Hold
13 or
on.
14, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Let me go back here. This is 2017.
Okay, I was a couple years
Yeah,
off.
yeah. So I didn't have a long sleeve, like a more thinner shirt, because all the longer sleeve ones I have are more like sweatshirt or hoodies.
Okay,
So I saw this and I was like, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like the McCartney on the arm sleeve there. So
very
so
nice.
yeah, yeah, very happy with it. So, but yeah, other than that, everybody, thank you again for checking out the this episode and all of our past episodes. And if you're brand new, please please hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Um, and we really appreciate it. I know we don't. A lot of other channels they constantly say, hey, subscribe to our channel, subscribe. We don't do that as much as other people do. Maybe we should start doing it. Maybe we'll get more subscribers. I don't know. But anyways,
If
we
you
have
like
fun
it,
doing this.
great. If you don't,
Yeah,
that's fine too. We're not going to sit here and
right,
beg.
right. Yeah,
The people that
exactly.
come here and like our show and content and love McCartney are the ones that are here. And all we hope is that as new McCartney fans discover his music, maybe find our show and go back and look at the hundreds of shows. So we're not going to sit here doing YouTube shorts and everything under the sun to try to get subscribers. We are what we are. So
Yep. That's it. Anyways, that's going to do it this week. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, we're going to be doing that musician magazine interview that we talked about earlier in the show, where
yeah.
which ended up becoming the McCartney interview LP from
And if any
1980.
from 1980, if
Right.
anybody knows an
Yeah.
online resource to find the full text of that interview, please shoot us an email at Two Legs Podcast or just email me or Tom and let us know where you found that. If you have it, I mean, Tom took pictures of the articles and sent them to me, but I'd like to read it in full because it is the Vic
Right.
Garbarini full interview, which was the basis for the McCartney interview from
Right.
1980. So kind of an
Correct.
important one.
That is true. So we will see you next week. Take care, everybody, and as always, have a great day and a beautiful night. So long.
Bye.
You've been listening to Two Legs, a Paul McCartney podcast, hosted by Tom Hunyadi and Andy Nichols, with musical contributions by Dylan C.